The gripping and still unfolding story of the lucky escape by two backpackers from an alleged would-be killer in the sand dunes of the Coorong. Police have now launched a major task force to investigate whether the man accused of attempting to murder the pair may be linked to other crimes. However, had it not been for two teenage Victorian boys on a camping holiday who came to the rescue of the Brazilian and German nationals on Tuesday evening, the outcome may have been far more tragic. They revealed to Rodney Lohse how they came across one of the battered and bloody girls who risked her life to save her friend.
Never seen so much blood on her in real life. She looks like she had dark skin, but then when she got closer we realised it was just dried blood mixed with fresh blood.
Two young men from Melbourne on a trip of a lifetime round Australia. Two girls, one from Brazil, the other from Germany, doing the same thing. Their lives are now linked forever for what took place in these sand dunes in the Coorong, 2.5 hours southeast of Adelaide, just 48 hours ago.
So this is the Coorong. On the weekend, it's a popular fishing spot with hundreds of fishermen lining this beach. But during the week, it's virtually deserted. And even if someone was here, you could scream at the top of your lungs and 50 metres away, no one would hear you. Just over that sand dune, no man's land.
It was just before dinner time when two young female backpackers and an Adelaide man they had just met set up camp. Their tents were erected, but their bedding was still rolled up. Dinner was defrosting and the pot was on the stove. It was in this idyllic environment that another real-life South Australian horror story was about to unfold.
We decided to meet my brother and some of his mates that were travelling South Australia for a month. So we decided to come to Coorong for the mulloway fishing, and then yeah, everything happened from there.
On Tuesday afternoon, 19-year-olds Nick and Jack were in the final 10 days of a 4-month trip around Australia and had been on the beach just a few minutes.
And then we heard a bit of screaming, a bit of commotion. The Hilux put their brakes on, so we chucked our brakes on as well, and they called us over. There was a naked girl, a few bruises, and then we sort of just all together had a quick conversation.
They know now she was a Brazilian backpacker who we can't name. She ran screaming to the four-wheel drive ute with cousins Abdul Karim Muhammad and Abdullah Muhammad, which was travelling ahead of the boys.
Started yelling, "Get me out of here, get me out of here, he's going to kill us all." And all just, hold on, relax, who's going to kill her, what's going on? It was just, it was just weird.
She was demanding, for us to go. There's somebody out there who's trying to kill her, he's going to kill us. Yeah, me, my cousins, my uncle, we couldn't believe what was going on.
She was a bit of a mess, just she had nothing with her. She was just screaming, real worked up and a bit worried.
She also pleaded with them that she had a friend, still in danger, who needed help. Nick, Jack and their 3 mates swung into action, grabbing the only things they had close to a weapon, a shovel and a pocket knife.
So you thought you might, if he did have bad intentions, you might be able to fight him off with this?
Yeah,
or were you not thinking?
It's just grab it and go, just do what I can in the moment.
But in these undulating dunes, vehicles and people disappear in seconds. They leapt back in their Toyota Land Cruiser, calling for help on their mobile while scouring the dunes.
And then we went down to block the entrance and make sure he wasn't coming across the salt lake in the car. But we didn't say anything for, I don't know, probably there for 5-10 minutes. And then we're like, nah, this is it's not helping anyone sitting here. And we came back up. We were talking to the fishermen that were at the entrance that we first spoke. We first spoke to them. When we were speaking to them, we saw a drive past us really fast.
Turned around straight away. We were getting ready to run. We had no idea what was going to happen. We both turned around, just parked our cars, and then we saw the figure, like the person, come from the car, started walking towards us, waving her hands in the air.
Cornered, It appeared the man in the four-wheel drive had let her go. The boys worried though, like the movie Wolf Creek, they might become a target themselves.
When she first came out of the car, when it was backed into the dunes, she started walking to us, waving her arms. And we were like screaming at her, telling her like, run, run, like, what are you doing, run? But she was just walking, so we weren't sure if it was him or if it was her, or like who it was. It could have been anyone. We couldn't tell, so we were sort of tucked behind our cars. I think we had a few weapons out again.
Yeah, there's just blood everywhere. Got her in the car straight away. Wrapped some towels around her, and then we put her in Nick's brother's car, and then we just started driving back to the roadhouse as fast as we could.
Both girls told their rescuers of their horrific ordeal, one of the victims risking her life to save the other.
She did mention her friend helped her out. She was tied up. He did have her tied up, and her friend managed to untie her. That's when they ran both separate ways, and after that she didn't see her friend from there.
Their attacker gave chase in his four-wheel drive, recapturing the fully clothed German girl. The Brazilian girl hid naked in the dunes until she saw a car she was certain wasn't that of the man hunting her. It was Abdul and Abdullah's Hilux ute.
If you had have been 10 minutes earlier,
I
what would have happened?
Don't want to think
No
about
one
it.
ever would have seen her.
No, maybe not.
I don't want to, yeah.
We'll never know.
You understand that you're under arrest? Yeah, Kingston 225 with 1 male under arrest.
Within hours, police arrived, and as the assailant tried to escape through the dunes, he was bogged and arrested.
And where were you camped? Where was your tent? No, it wasn't. Where was your tent?
What's your thoughts for these girls now?
I just hope they're alright. I hope they're going to get over it. And
I hope they can just move on as best they can and try and forget about it. I don't know if they will, but just hope that it ends out alright.